Hi guys, so you join me not in the Golf R, as I'm sure you can see. I'm in a Skoda Fabia, owned by like Vagtech. So it's one of their like rental cars, and their cars are, well, when my car's kind of been looking after. So this is actually the day after. I'm going to go back in time actually shortly, but just for a second, this car's really cool. I just wanted to say that it feels completely stock. Brakes feel really good, so I don't know if they've put like upgrade pads or something in it. It's on Team Dynamic wheels, which look great. I want them for my Golf R. I need a summer set of wheels, stick a set of Cup 2s on it. I think it'd be really cool. But no, it really drives really well. I think it's 1.2, 110 PS. This is the DSG version. Yeah, I think there's a little runaround. I think it's great. Yeah, so I can't complain. Actually, from a guy who's quite big on like Ford Fiestas and stuff, yeah, really impressed by this car actually. But I'm actually just about to head back to Vagtech to collect my car. Let's switch back to yesterday, yeah, when I was about to take my car in. So let's go and do that. Hi there guys, so I'm on my way to finally get the clutch sorted in my MK7 Golf R. Just kind of show you what it's like. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it feels once yeah, once it gets all sorted. And yeah, I'll be able to give you kind of my feedback over the coming weeks, months, or whatever, to see what it's all like. But yeah, looking forward to kind of sorting out just the slipping issue, which is unfortunately occurred at about 35,000 miles. Sort of coming up to 5 years old, the car now. Yeah, so let's see what it's like, and I'll give you a bit of a feedback on kind of like pricing, kind of process. I kind of went through it all, and yeah, just kind of how the clutch feels and sort of like first impression. So yeah, looking forward to it. Let's see what happens, shall we? And sorry about the darkness, by the way, it's just quite early in the morning at the moment. Arrived at Vagtech. Let's get this clutch sorted, and yeah, I'll let you know how it all goes. Exciting times. I love that R estate. That's amazing. So yeah, obviously things didn't go entirely to plan. Now, a clutch fit normally takes about 6 to 7 hours to do, and it can be done in a day. But to be honest, I was kind of thinking this is probably going to take longer than a day. That's kind of what I thought. You know, you kind of benchmark that. I'm getting the stock clutch replaced in my car. It was due to be done yesterday, but essentially they called me and said it's a Sachs clutch, which is a like-for-like VW part, to go into my 6-speed manual MK7 Golf R. They didn't like the way it looked, didn't like the way it lined up, and they weren't happy to fit it. And they said when they checked on it to get the VW genuine part, it's since been superseded, because they're well aware that the manual clutches are basically useless, which is what a lot of people were telling me. And you know, the people at Vagtech are actually really helpful. Again, not sponsored. I trust me. I wish it was. It's not a cheap fix, all this. And yeah, they were really great, and they just basically said, listen, we'd rather fit this genuine part. It's gonna cost a little bit more, but not too much. And hopefully, as it's been superseded, it's going to be slightly better than the one that was in it before. Probably not as good as an uprated clutch, and I'm not going to lie, next time this clutch goes, if you stay tuned to the channel for another couple of years, I probably will go for an uprated clutch, let's just be honest. But I'm really interested to see how it feels and, you know, what it's like. I love my manual cars, and yeah, and share you my thoughts on it really. And I'll also discuss a little bit about costs as well, just on the way back. So yeah, I'm going to get in the car, start her up, and yeah, go and collect my MK7 Golf R and see how it is. So I don't know how much you can see me or hear me because the sun's so bright, but yeah, I'm just now in my Golf R. It's all been sorted. Yeah, bills have been paid, and I have a new genuine clutch in my Golf R. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how it feels. Already, obviously, to start it up, you can obviously feel it's a little bit more springy. I would like to give a shout out to an Indian grey Golf R estate with black Revo wheels. Probably my dream car in the future, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big fan of the sleeper. Again, sorry for the sun, it's just this, it's December basically. So yeah, this is my first moments of driving off in the car. Now I have been driving around in a DSG Fabia, which I kind of showed a little bit just a second ago. So my last sort of clutch experience would have been on the old clutch, which was obviously slipping. It says that there's a running in period, I believe. Yeah, please bed in the new clutch. This will take around 500 miles. Yeah, which sounds about right. Yeah, and that's basically it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So yeah, let's take her away. I'm kind of nervous, but let's see. It's weird because now I've got to get back into the routine of having a car which not DSG. Oh wow. Oh yeah, because see, this is what people do. They never leave the auto hold on. It catches me out all the time. So just like that, I would normally have set off. The clutch might point so much different. Normally auto hold does it, so that was a bit strange. That's me faffing around. Yeah, clutch feels a bit different. I still love that RS Day, I have to say. Now it is going to take 500 miles to get used to it all. It feels heavy at the moment, but then again, like I've just said, I've been driving around in a DSG, so of course it's going to feel heavy sound. Yeah, so I'll give a shout out to VagTech again, not sponsored, nothing like that. I think they did a really good job, and well, proof in the pudding to see how it kind of all goes through. The clutch has a warranty on it, so if there's anything that goes wrong with it, I should be covered. Yeah, I'm about to get stuck in a load of Milton Keynes traffic. Now, I will say one thing. If you were spending, now we're going to talk about money, if you were spending this kind of cash, I can't pull out because he's there. If you were spending this kind of cash on, let's get a change. Ooh, feels all right. You're literally living it as I am. Yeah, basically around £1,000, or potentially over £1,000. So 4 figures or whatever it is on something for your car. The main thing that I can honestly say to people is shop around, look and check and understand, gain knowledge on what you are buying, basically. Yeah, that is the main thing that I would say, because if you don't, you will get caught out and you will have a much bigger bill than you need to. Yeah, just like you would do on anything, that's what I would say. So I shopped around at so many different places and had so many different prices. Oh my god. VW main dealer were quoting me between £2,000 and £2,500, just because of their labour rates. I contacted another 4 VW dealers who never gave me a part. There was another dealer who I asked for the price and they just tried to keep selling me, not a dealer, sorry, a performance specialist, but they just tried to keep selling me more stuff, which I didn't want. I just wanted my clutch back. So yeah, I never got a price from them. I went to Halfords and they quoted me £3,000. £3,000 for a new clutch. Yeah, so that was pretty excessive. And then I checked in Manchester and it was about, I need to get used to the fact that I'm in a manual, not a DSG, otherwise it will stall. First impressions, by the way, clutch feels fine. That's basically it. Feels really nice, actually. Really, really nice. Certainly different, which is good because it shows that there was something wrong. I did ask VagTech, I was like, did the clutch look bad, basically? Did it look like it needed some doing? Milton Keynes is the most confusingest place ever. If you can understand any of these lanes, please let me know, because I can't. It makes no sense. You're looking left, you're looking right, you're looking upside down. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, losing my train of thought. And I was like, is the clutch worn? And they said, yes, it was worn. The flywheel was perfectly fine. That's what they said. So I haven't had the flywheel replaced. Nice electricity there. Which again is fair, because I know a lot of people can go to stage 1 on the same dual mass flywheel. There's no sort of issues with the flywheel. It's just the clutch that seems to have a little bit of a crazy issue. Can't make the turn in, mate. Yeah, so flywheel remains the same, probably just cleaned up, I guess. Yeah, and the clutch has been changed. And now, as I said before, it was originally going to be sort of like an aftermarket, not an aftermarket, but a Sachs equivalent VW part, but not an official VW part. Now it is an official VW part, it's the superseded clutch. So let's see if it lasts a bit longer and if it feels any different over the running in period. Now I'm actually going to Scotland next week, so obviously there and back is about 800 miles for me, which will basically mean the clutch will be nicely running, which is great. At the moment, I've got to say I'm enjoying the manual gearbox experience as much as I did enjoy the DSG. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's not always the nicest experience. I'm fortunate enough that I have so many of you guys who are able to help me out so much on the channel and just give me advice and stuff, and I can't be more thankful for that. Not everyone can have that kind of advice. So I hope this channel, and please check back on my previous videos, help people out who are in the same situation, because it is a known issue. It's not just something me dragging this car around. I don't. I baby it, to be honest with you. It's my pride and joy. So yeah, I'm not going to lie. I will keep feeding back over time to see how it is. But for now, you know, all good. I'm really happy at the moment. They have done obviously a little road test themselves to make sure everything is okay, so that's good. Obviously, it's expected. So price, I paid £996 for a new genuine Volkswagen superseded parts, including labour, and I think a master slave cylinder I can see there, about 60 quid. And that's it. It's job done. She said if there's any issues with the clutch, Volkswagen should be able to help because, well, it's a genuine part with warranties and receipts and all this kind of stuff, so that's quite cool. But for me, it wasn't all just about the price and getting it to the best price that I could, it was getting the right people. Now, some of you who are long subscribers of my channel, I'm assuming the ones that are still listening to me nattering on now possibly are. But no, I had a point of view drive in a TCR performance pack. And that same person actually emailed me, along with plenty of others to be fair, loads of people contacted me and said, oh, try VagTech in Milton Keynes. I serviced my GTD there when I was, you know, a couple of years ago, and they were really good. Genuine, like, VW Audi type people around there. And I was like, cool, fuck it, let's just do it. But no, clutch is done. I hope this video has helped you out. Sorry it's a bit long. Give it a like, and I'm happy to summarise in a future video if you want me to. But other than that, it's probably it for the clutch. And you'll probably hear me again chatting away in another video soon. Thanks so much for your support in the community. It means absolutely so much for me, and hopefully to everyone else who's watching. But yeah, have a good one. Keep on enjoying your cars. I'm driving a AMG GTR Pro in a couple of weeks, which I will show on the channel at Mercedes-Benz World, which I'm looking forward to. I'm spending all my money, but I'm spending it on the stuff that I feel I enjoy the most, particularly while I've got a bit of time at work. But no, cheers guys, and see you later.